Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the dining room, Joanna came in and saw Kristen eating at a table alone and went to where her daughter is and sat across from her, and she saw her mom. "Hey, I heard what happened to you." "Well, I've been cleared of the charge. I shouldn't have been in the first place. Honey, I know you wouldn't try to kill Angela, and I didn't, but I just can't help but wonder." "About what?" "That someone clearly wanted me to get sent down for this." "Any idea to who that be?" Meanwhile, there's a line that's heading towards the buffet area. Let's get to Michael and Joseph, who came at the tail end of the line, and as they began waiting while talking. "I can't believe my ex-wife was accused of trying to kill Angela." "Yeah, man, and now my granddad's dead. It's a lot to process." "Yeah, tell me about it." "It seems when everything couldn't get worse, this happens. It just makes me wonder. Anyways, how did you know about..." "Yeah, I hired a PI to track in a few leads when I found out the person who raised me turned out not to be my real parents at all, which I'm certain..." "Yeah, the fact that Angela and Ethan play house with me as their son was a lie." "Yeah, the thing is, the people who raised me was never gonna tell me the matter at all, which is why I hate secrets and the damage it causes." Meanwhile, in John's room, Isabella came in and saw an empty bed, and as she went to where it is, just as her sister Helen came in. "Hey, I cannot believe this." And as Isabella turned and saw her sister, "Me neither. Our dad was an amazing man." "Yes, he is." And as Helen came to where Isabella is, "Which is why when I found that son of a bitch who did this, I'm gonna make certain their life becomes a living hell when I'm done with them." Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Ashley, Hannah, Ryan, Casey, Richard, Jan, Sheldon, Clarence, Willie, Susan, Bradley, Wilma, and Julian are reeling from the devastating news Gwen has delivered to them. "Look, I know you lot need some time to process this, so I'm gonna check out some more patients." "Gwen." And as Gwen turned and saw her husband, "I got her as soon as possible." And as Eric came to where Gwen is, "Look, I know how much you feel." "Yeah, I know." And as Gwen began hugging her husband, and as he held Gwen, let's get to the others who are talking. "Wow, this seems almost too real." "Yeah, the fact that my grandfather died thanks to them Collins. Well, I'm certain I'm not gonna let them dance on his grave." And as Karen's leaves Susan thinking, "Pity to see John go. Anyways, I gotta make certain my husband and those fools don't mess up my plan." And as Rachel and Aaron came to where they are, and Patrick saw and got up and went to where they are. "Hey, what's going on? Why does it seem that someone's died?" "Well, the thing is, it's not good." "What do you mean?" "It's John. It seems he had a severe heart attack caused by stress." "Is he gonna be alright?" Meanwhile, Wilma came and got herself a cup of coffee, just as her husband came to where she is, and she saw and gave him a cup, and as she poured herself another one and put the coffee pot down. "Look, I know what you must be going through." And as Wilma turned and faced her husband, "You know, it feels like I'm losing all the people I truly love and care about. Oi, I'm here for you, good, because I'm gonna need you more than ever." Meanwhile, Casey and Richard turned and head out, just as Will came to where they are, and they saw him. "Hey, I got a call about John." "Is he?" "No. In fact, there's really not an easy way to say this." "No, it can't be." "John had a heart attack." "Oh my God. Is he alright?" Meanwhile, in the empty patient room across them, Paul is watching. "Not to worry. You fools will soon join him." And as Janet came in and saw what Paul's doing, loving what you see? And then she closed the door. Look, you and I had a deal, and I know that. And as Janet came to report us, look, a lot has happened. Rich has no concern with you. I may not know John well, but nothing. And as Mildred's Willie Jordan came in from the other room, but you will follow orders unless you want my son to find out what you're up to. Meanwhile, in the waiting room on the other side, Emily's waiting. Tarita came to where she is and sat by her, and Emily saw. Hey there, it's been a long time. Yeah, it has. Anyways, what's going on? Oh, I have to find out if Kyle's really the father of my son. Long story. Well, and as Lauren came to where Emily and Rita is with the results, and they saw her, looks like I can be the one who can give you the answers to that question. Meanwhile, in the empty patient room, Olivia and Carl came in, with Carl closing the door, and as she turned and faced him, and as they began hugging each other, and pulled back. Look, I know this must be hard, for you know it. I didn't spend enough time, and now I'll never know what it's like, because it feels like I lost my parents all over again. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the dining room, Joanna and Kristen are talking. Mom, I just have a lot on my mind right now. Yes, and I know that. You've been through a lot over the last couple of months, including my divorce with Michael. You know, I really loved him a lot. How do you feel about Will? Look, I didn't plan this at all. In my mind, I always thought I'd be spending the rest of my life with Michael, but clearly that's not gonna happen. Your father and I finally got our family back. Yes, and I am so glad Tina's in prison where she belongs. Meanwhile, Michael and Joseph are still in line heading to the serving table. Must have really been hard for you as well. Well, I would blame Angela and Vince, but it turns out Tina was the one who ruined my life by making Angela believe that she's my mom. Yeah, I heard about her. The thing is, it seems like my life has always been a mess. I know what that's like, and as Jesse came to where they are, and Micah and Joseph turned and saw him. Hey man, how are you up to? I'm fine. Been busy at work here at the hospital. So, what's going on? There's something I need to ask you. Meanwhile, in John's room, Isabella and Helen are by John's empty bedside. I am fully with you, even though I found out a few years ago that John was my dad, and now to only lose him, I cannot believe I went undercover. Oi, we all make mistakes. I just feel like I wasted so much time, which is why those damn Collins need to go down, and I'm not talking about out of town. I mean out of our lives, for good. I am with you all the way. We need to take them out. The sooner, the better. Yes, because I am ready to wipe out every Collin off the map for good. Meanwhile, at the balcony, as Wilma and Julian came out and saw the view of LA, well, the streets that is. Hey, I'm right here. A tsunami nearly wiped out Los Angeles at the beginning of this year, and now I lost the only man I go to for advice. John did not deserve this at all. You damn right he didn't. His stress from the attack was too much. No thanks to Mimi, Frank, Linda, and Wayne, and all those Collins. I just can't stand. I know how much you must feel. I feel like I'm gonna walk over their house and kill both Wayne and Linda. In fact, that gives me an idea. Why does that scare me in a way? Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Lauren, Emily, and Rita are talking. Are those the results you have? Yeah, it is. So tell me, is Kyle the father of my son? Well, thing is, the test was rigged a couple of years ago, but fixed. More importantly, your husband's not to be trusted at all. So Kyle's not the father. No, the father of your son, Emily, is Thomas Collins. Now it makes sense. What do you mean? My mom was right all this time when she said that Kyle showed up after I miscarried. That does seem strange when I think about it exactly, which is why I'm starting not to trust my husband. Meanwhile, in the empty patient room, Olivia and Carl are talking. You know, it took me a long time to get over my parents' death. That I did stuff that I'm not too proud of. That's over. You were grieving and you went to rehab. The point of the matter is, our son was the reason why I cleaned up my act. Look, I know you may not see it that way, and you don't have to, because I wouldn't marry you if I knew you had the chance. Thank you. Look, I'm not gonna move out the flat for now, because I want you to be strong for our son. John really didn't deserve this at all. No, he didn't. But rest assured, whoever caused this will pay. We both know who did this. Meanwhile, in the waiting room on the other side, Ashley, Hannah, Ryan, Angela, Sean, Casey, Richard, Jan, Sheldon, Carensville, Susan, Bradley, Olivia, Patrick, Rachel, and Aaron are talking. Hey, don't worry, Jan. Their reign will end. You know what? I am sick of hearing that. We're gonna stop them when nothing happens. Something needs to be done. Yeah, I know. So rather than sit here and turn up thumbs saying that our reign end, let's make it end. You know, for once, Jan, you and I are in agreement. It's about time we rid the field of Linda and Wayne once and for all. But we don't even know where to start. True, but we'll figure something out. Let's get to Gwen and Eric who are talking. Gwen, it just feels like our family is not a chance in hell. We will not go down. We're strong. We're Grams, alright? Not to mention I'm a half Dawson. Well, so I married you, I get it. We're a strong family. And as Vince came to where Karen and Bradley is, who's still reeling, and they both saw him. Hey, how you feeling? Right now, I'm a lot more concerned for Isabella. She'll be fine, and as Angela came to where they are, I think we all are. Yeah, considering what she's been through, I mean, from what I heard, the two of them share a close relationship. Damn, that's got to be rough. My sister Isabella will get through this in the end. Meanwhile, let's get to Rachel, Aaron, and Patrick are talking. Come on, Patrick. Is John gonna... There's no easy way for me to tell you this. No! You're not sane. I'm afraid so. The doctors did all they could, but in the end, I'm afraid he didn't make it. Damn it! I am sick of those Collins not to worry. Linda and Wayne will soon be dealt with and they'll be out of our lives. It's not gonna matter. What do you mean? That family does not know when to quit. Well, that's gonna change. In fact, I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind right now. Then I go if you don't. I need to tell you both something. Meanwhile, across from them in the empty patient room, Mildred, Willie, Jordan, Janet, and Paul are talking. Look, I'm not afraid, really? Then you should be. You see, in the diner earlier, you wanted to create a little conflict between Jennifer and Kristen. I see you did your homework regarding my history. I really don't give a damn about that. The thing is, I should be with Michael, not Kristen or Roma. Cute. You should know by now that life isn't peaches and cream or hunky-dory. Mildred, you mind giving Janet and I a minute? Very well. And as Jordan turned and head back to the other room. And as Janet turned and faced Paul. So tell me, why didn't you turn me in when cause I need you? Look, Paul, I've been through a lot, haven't we all? Thing is, maybe there's a way I can help you. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the dining room, Joanna and Kristen are talking. On that same note, I'm glad I've got my family back for good. You already said that. I just like saying the feeling. I mean, isn't that a crime? No. I just can't believe my grandfather is gone. Yeah, he was really a brave soldier that feared nothing that came in his way. Yeah, he's always known to be that way. Exactly, which is why your father and I are planning something special in your grandfather's name. If you need me for anything, I know where to find you. Anyways, I'm gonna see how the others are coping with this. And as Joanna got up, Mom, thank you. No problem. And as Joanna turned and walked away. And as Kristen thinking, with my pregnancy underway, well, almost to its completion, and the loss of my grandfather, not to mention my marriage, I don't know how much I can deal with this. Meanwhile, at the other table, Michael, Joseph, and Jesse are talking while eating their lunch. What is it? It's about Janet. She's been through a lot since she moved here. So have I. When I came here this year and found out my parents, there's more to why she did what she did to Angela. You mean when she poisoned her? Exactly. Well, I can answer that. It seems she always wants some attention, and now it seems she has it. To be honest, it feels like I don't know her at all. Speaking of which, weren't you two an item? Yeah, I kinda wish I'd forgotten about that. It just makes me wonder what Janet's true motive is. Unless she still isn't over me, which was years ago. Kinda makes sense since she still loves you. Look, Janet and I were over since early 2006, which was 4 years ago, prior to me marrying Kristen. The only reason I can think of is she might not be over you since you moved on. Kristen and I got married so we can show, well, my would-be parents with togetherness, and you see how that went. Maybe there's hope for Lauren and I. Meanwhile, in John's room, Isabella and Helen are talking. Look, sis, no matter what happens, just know we Grams have to stick together. Yeah, and when we take those columns down, we will have peace back in our lives. I think I have an idea to make that happen. And as Casey and Sean came in, and Isabella and Helen saw them. What's going on here? Easy. Helen and I have come up with a plan to wipe out all the Collins family before we lose more people we care about. I think you should leave. No, she's not going anywhere for the matter. Look, I've already told you it's okay. You don't have to defend yourself towards him. Isabella, what's going on with you? I am not gonna let what happened yesterday stand in our way of what we're dealing with the present. She's right. We need to focus on making them Collins pay. Oh, they will. Mark my words. Meanwhile, on the balcony, Wilma and Julian are talking. What the hell is that supposed to mean? You know exactly what it means. Wilma, I told you once, trust me. When I'm finished with that family, we don't have to fear no more, especially looking behind our backs. You know, you're so amazing when you're determined. You're damn right I am. And as Mary came to the R, and Wilma and Julian saw her. I'm gonna go check on the kids. You mind stopping at the dining room and getting me a cup of soup? I thought you wouldn't be hungry given to what's going on. After getting devastating news about my grandfather, I just didn't feel like eating anything but the matter. Alright, I'll get you that cup of soup. Thanks. And as Julian turned and head in, and slammed the door closed, just as Mary came to where Wilma is. So, how you dealing with all this? Truthfully, Mary, I don't know what I'd do if I find out the person who caused my grandfather's death to be in my sight right now because they will answer to me. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Julian's heading towards the dining room. Carelessly, Susan said something. "Hey, wait up!" And as she came to where Julian is, just in time and turned and saw his mom. "How you holding up?" "I'm worried about my wife, but then again, yeah, John's death took us all by shock. I mean, he was such a great person. I feel like we lost a very powerful person on the planet. Rest assured, he may not be beside us right now, but he will always be there in our hearts and here in spirit." Meanwhile, in Gwen's office, Gwen came in and saw her husband Eric staring at the window. And as she closed the door and went to where he is, and he saw her. "You're not alone in this. How the hell could this happen to our family?" "I don't know." "I do, and so do you." "You really think that Linda, Frank, yeah, I do. And they're crazy to think we're gonna go down without a fight." Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Lauren, Rita, and Emily are talking. "I really think you should ask him what's the deal. Yeah, if I ask him, then another argument arises." "True, but if you do nothing, it's gonna hurt more. Trust me, I should know." "I almost forgot about your last marriage with Eric." "Yeah, it was crystal clear that Eric still loved Gwen, and he always will and never got over her. When I found out that him and Gwen had an affair and betrayed me, I wanted to kill Gwen and make Eric suffer." "What changed your mind?" "Because it wasn't worth it in the end. This must happen when I wasn't here. You can be amazed at what happens in Los Angeles." "You can say that again. But anyways, bottom line, Thomas is the father of your son." "What is it, Emily?" "I wonder if he's in town. And if he is, I think it's time he knows the truth." Meanwhile, in the waiting room on the other side, Ashley, Hannah, Ryan, Casey, Richard, Bradley, Jan, and Sheldon are talking, just as Helen came to her mom's. "I informed the others about the news, and they should be here between 24 to 48 hours. "Thank you, Helen. If you all lot excuse me, I need some time alone." And as Ashley got up and started to walk away, and as Ryan got up, "Mom, you sir, look!" And as she turned and faced him, "I am a strong person, okay? Don't need to worry about me. I just need some time to think by myself." "Mom, I get it. You're really trying to be strong, and I like to do that on my own." "Look, if there's anything you want Sheldon and I to do, I'll let you know, Jan. Please excuse me." And as Ashley turned and walked away. "Damn it! I can't stand to see her go through this." "Yeah, it's really hard. I almost lost my oi. I am right here to see that we'll get through this." "You mind we take a walk?" "Sure." And as Casey and Richard got up and turned and walked away holding hands, walking past Jan and Sheldon who were talking. "I really wish I'd gotten to know your grandfather more. He was known for not fearing fear itself when it comes to protecting the people we care about. Yeah, no matter what, he will always be a part of us in every way." Meanwhile, Rachel, Aaron, and Patrick are talking. "What is it?" "I don't know exactly how I'm gonna say this, but I am. Frank and Mimi are gonna believe that since John is gone, they're under the impression that they're gonna start to wipe us out. You know what? I cannot believe how sick and twisted that family turned out to be." "Yeah, I know, and I'm related to them as their grandson. I don't give a damn what that paper says. Aaron adopted you, which makes you his son with me." "You know what? I couldn't thank you enough for being a great dad. Even though, yeah, my real dad was killed by Tina, and Bradley decided to adopt me as his son, and everything turns out well, but What are you gonna do? It's already told you. I want nothing to do with my dad. And we understand that. Clearly your father and I want you to be happy. Yeah, as long as my real father stayed the hell out of my life. And as Patrick turned and walked away.
Meanwhile, across from them in the empty patient room, Janet and Paul are talking. Really? And what can you do? Well, for one, I already cleared your name. What if I have a way to get you back to Mike? You see, that's the thing. I don't want Michael since he now has a daughter to Kristen. Okay, we go with plan B. Besides, other than being busy trying to wipe out the Grams and good charm, I still need you. And as Paul came toward Janet as, alright, I admit, we both strive to get what we want exactly, so why stop now? There's one thing I need help for. Namely, I want you to help me break up Joseph. That I can help with. What do you mean? And as Paul and Janet begin kissing each other. Meanwhile, in the other patient room, Carl and Olivia are talking. Well, it doesn't change the fact that you're working from undercover. Why would you do something like that? Cause I know Wayne and Olivia killed my parents, and now losing my grandfather, it's really too much to even think. I can't believe he's gone. It's not fair. And as Carl came and hugged Olivia while he's holding her, you're damn right it's not fair. But in the end, we're gonna get through this together. Meanwhile, outside in the hallway, Patrick's about to open the door to the empty patient room, but saw Carl and Olivia in the hug through the window. And it's not happy.